Go ahead.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, thanks, Jonathan. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, what have you seen on the tape from Purdue's offense? Obviously, they have an experienced quarterback just like you all do, but they have a lot of new players and some transfers as well. So what stands out about their offense to you when you watch them on tape?
Yeah, I would just say their ability to get the ball down the field. They have they got great passing concepts and routes and schemes in that matter. So just stopping the vertical shots down the field is going to be something that we emphasize.
All right, Daniel Gallen.
Morning, John. As a four-year captain, what does that mean to you? And over these 4 years, how do you feel like your leadership style has changed?
It's an honor to be, voted captain from my teammates and coaches. I would say, as my leadership kind of has developed, I really started off as just doing my job and, just trying to lead by example. But through the years, I find myself having more of a voice on the team and just helping these younger guys as they go through their transitions. So,
Donnie Collins.
Hey, Jonathan, what kind of a challenge does Aiden O'Connell, the quarterback, present? What does he do particularly well that you guys think will help, will get you guys going this season?
I think that he does a good job of getting the ball off. He's a smart guy, obviously. He's a sixth year. He has a lot of experience. He's really familiar with the scheme that he's in. And, I think he makes good decisions and he knows where he wants to go with the ball.
Ale Berube.
When you think about this defense and trying to make a statement, I guess, in week one, how's the transition been from Brent Pry to Manny Diaz? Like, do you have confidence that this is just as high caliber of a defense as it has been in years past?
For sure. We put in the work, winter, spring, summer, and fall camp. And, I'm confident in my guys. I'm confident in the scheme. And I think we're going to do well.
David Melander Jr.
Quick question for you. What is your thoughts about starting the season with a conference opener? Do you like the whole idea behind it?
Yeah, I like it. I think it's it's a statement game. Anytime you can go on the road, in Big Ten Conference, first game of the season, I think it's a great opportunity to showcase what our team's about.
Johnny McGonigal.
Yeah, Jonathan, the Purdue offense, the number of plays that it runs and how quickly they get off plays. I mean, how much of a challenge is that? Not just dealing with Aiden O'Connell as a quarterback, but dealing with a system that presses you guys so frequently.
Yeah, I think that the way we got to handle that is obviously setting the tempo ourselves and just reading our keys and obviously communication. Communicating checks and whatnot and making adjustments. So,
Andrew Destin.
Jonathan, that middle linebacker battle we've had with Tyler Elston and Kobe King, how have those guys continued to progress, given that James said both of them will probably play a lot coming into this Purdue game?
Yeah, Kobe and Tyler, they've been coming to work every single day, and they're hungry. They want to continue to develop on the field, and as far as whether they're on the field or watching film or whatnot, every aspect of the game, I think they take pride in, and I'm excited to see them play.
Donnie Collins.
Jonathan, how explosive do you guys think you could be up front on defense?
I think really explosive. We have a bunch of guys, who I think that can get to the quarterback and present a relentless rush. So.
Joe Smeltzer.
Hey, Jonathan, what are just some of your memories of opening night over the years, whether it be at the college level, high school level, or even before that?
I would just say, the excitement that comes with it. Obviously the last time we played was in January. And, we put in all this work throughout the winter, spring, and fall camp to, finally go against someone in a different color. So I would just say the excitement.
Daniel Gallen.
The move from safety to linebacker is something that you've been working on for a long time at this point. How do you feel that's come along? And is there any big difference between learning that spot under Brent Pry versus learning it under Manny Diaz?
I would say as far as scheme wise, it's pretty similar as far as the job requirements. But as far as the transition, as a safety, you'd have reps when you're in the box, and you'd have reps when you're in open field. And now I'm just predominantly in the box. So I think the transition has been pretty good for me.
Johnny McGonigal.
Yeah, Jonathan, following up on my earlier question about the tempo and the plays and stuff, is there an offense that you face in your time at Penn State that reminds you of what Purdue does or what they try to do to a defense?
Yeah, as far as tempo wise, you always got like the O states and all that try to go fast and, set the tempos like that. So I would say probably O State if I had to compare them tempo wise. So we have to be really good on our adjustments, obviously, and then getting home, getting the play call, and then executing our assignment.
David Melander Jr.
Is there a different feel this year knowing this is your final season at Penn State?
A different feel?
Yes.
I would like to think that I approach every single season the same. But obviously knowing that this is my last season, yeah, I guess you could say that it's a little different.
Joe Smeltzer.
Jonathan, now that you've been officially named the captain 4 times, how have, your reactions to receiving that news changed or stayed the same from the first time you were named the captain to the most recent one?
Stayed the same, honestly, because, just because you're elected captain one year, like that next year is not guaranteed at all. You still have to, be a leader. You still have to lead by example. You still have to display leadership qualities to your teammates for them to feel confident enough to elect you as captain. So, every single year it's been the same for me. It's been a real blessing.
Daniel Gallen.
What have you seen out of the 2 freshmen? Abdul Carter is someone that it seems like there's some excitement about, and then Keon Wiley. How have you seen those 2 young guys, develop over the past few months?
Yeah, it's been really encouraging to see them. Obviously, when they first got here to right now, they're really smart. They're really hungry to learn the playbook, and whenever they're out there, they're going to compete and they're going to go hard.
Ben Jones.
Jonathan, let's say that I'm a highly touted prospect that comes to Penn State with an NIL deal, but I've never recorded a tackle before. How do I earn the respect of my teammates and veteran players if maybe I've generated a lot of hype and a lot of business for myself, but at the same time, I haven't necessarily played any football yet?
The same as I would say to anyone else. You got to show up. You got to do your job. You got to come to work. You just got to put your head down and work. So I would just say the way you carry yourself, the way you go about your business, is the way you gain your teammates' respect.
Any more questions? Okay, that concludes our session today. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Jonathan.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.